Yo, what's up guys? Old School Dan here, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing my 3 biggest mistakes when training calves. I see this happening at the gym often too much, and it's just that people wonder why they have fucking small ass calves. You could be doing these same mistakes, and that could be the same reason why your calves are small. But then again, there are many reasons why your calves could be small. You could be training them like shit, or you could just have shit genetics. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Mistake number 1, doesn't double tap. What does that mean? Now, double tap is basically, so when you're doing the calf raise, some people just do up, down, right? Now, double tap is that you go up, down. So there's a double tap at the top. You go up, down instead of up, down. Because the whole reason of this is that what I learned from many old school bodybuilders is that you want to try to get on your on your tippy toes as much as you can. I think I learned this from Steve Reeves, that you want to get on your tippy toes as much as you can because that's how you can better contract the calves like that. Now, if you've ever seen a ballerina, like in this picture right here on the right, a lot of ballerinas have massive calves. Why? Because they're always on their damn tippy toes. Look at that shit. Always on their tippy toes. Now apply the same thing to bodybuilding. That makes sense, doesn't it? If these girls can do it without any weight, other than just their body, just imagine what you can do with weights. You can build massive calves. This is the secret to building massive calves. You want to be able to get as much on your toes as possible, right? That's the tip right there. That's the biggest mistake I've seen at the gym. A lot of people, they're not double tapping, and they're wondering why their calves are so damn small because they're just going through the motion. They're going up, down, up, down. Watch. Let me show you an example of what double tap looks like. All right. So as you notice right here, I'm double tapping up, down, up, down. It's kind of hard to see it if I don't have shorts on. I know I should have wore shorts, but it was just cold at the gym. They always have it freezing at this gym for some reason. I don't know why. And it's so stupid because when you're cold and you're working out, you get stiff muscles. Yeah, you're working out hard and that might keep you warm, but it's gonna make you stiff and it's gonna make you more prone to injury. So I don't know why they have it so damn cold at the gym. But yeah, that's double tapping. Mistake number 2, no full range of motion. You got to get the full flex and you got to get the full stretch. I actually once read a story about a bodybuilder who, I can't remember who it was, but he built his calves mostly through doing negatives calf raises. So, I mean, just imagine if what he can do with just the negative, right? But that's not the point here. The point here is I'm teaching you that you need to do full range of motion when it comes to training calves. Trust me. I mean, you watch Mike Menser do any exercise, the calf raises, full range of motion. Frank Zane, full range of motion. He's always practicing their form. Mike Menser, always practicing form, right? It's so important. So yeah, if you have a shitty full range of motion when you're training calves, you gotta get that fixed. You gotta humble yourself because if you're just thinking about moving 3 plates on a plate loaded or on a plate loaded calf raise, like I see all the time at the gym, I see so many guys, so many skinny dudes wearing. I mean, they're putting on 3 plates on the standing calf raise, and it's plate loaded, and they have such shitty calves. And I'm over here humbling myself. I do a plate in like 10 on each side, and I'm like, damn, that shit burns. I don't know how the fuck you're doing 3 plates and you have some small ass calves. Like, what's the problem there? Because they're lacking full range of motion. They think, oh, I'm gonna move as much weight as possible. That's what it matters. No, 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 no. Trust me. I've learned so much from old school bodybuilding that you gotta really humble yourself when it comes to weight training, especially when it comes to calves. Humble yourself when it comes to training calves. It's not about the weight. It's about how far you can go down. Because I learned this from Steve Reeves, I think. I learned it from Steve Reeves that you want to be able to hit your heels to the floor if you can. That sounds a little exaggerated, but you want to get a good stretch and you want to get high as you can, like a ballerina, a full flex. You get what I'm saying? You see how the other mistake is correlating with this one, full range of motion with getting on your toes like a ballerina. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to mistake number 3. Mistake number 3, no 2 to 5 second squeeze at the top. Time under tension is what builds muscle. That is bodybuilding. How long can you keep that muscle time under tension? That's why Frank Zane was such a big advocate of the negative part of the rep. It's the time under tension you could put it under, right? And that's what that gives a lot of credit to building muscles. This is something I learned from Frank Zane. I had watched like a video about his actually no. I bought one of his books. I forgot which book it was. It was I think the one where it has all of his workouts in it, right? All of his workouts. And the other one was I learned from a video on his calf blaster or the front squat blaster, right? And he's like, yeah, good calf training consists of a 2 second squeeze at the top. And in his book, he said a 5 second squeeze at the top. So if anything, a 2 to 5 second squeeze at the top is best. It's all about that time under tension. No, don't go super slow like you would see Mike Menser if you're doing like that high intensity training, but just do a good two squeeze at the top with that combined tip that I gave earlier, which was the double tap. So you double tap and hold that shit at the top for 2 to 5 seconds. And trust me, training calves is going to be so much more difficult if you follow these tips. Because calf training should not be easy. It's supposed to be hard. And if you think it's easy right now, then you're not doing it right. Your calves should feel like you have napalm in them, right? They should be on fire, like third-degree burns. I learned some of that stuff from Frank Zane. There's the first-degree burn, second-degree burn, third-degree burn. I'm not gonna get into that right now because that's a totally different subject. But yeah, you want to make sure your calves are on fire, and this is one way to do it. Holding that 2 to 5 second squeeze at the top. I'll see a lot of people. They just like this is gonna make a lot of sense because it's correlating with a lot of the other mistakes I gave earlier. They usually just spend 1 second at the top. They do the up, down, and that's why they have such shitty calves because they're not doing time under tension. They don't understand that muscle building is most of it is the time. How much time under tension can you put that muscle under, right? It's not just mindlessly moving the weight. You have to feel the weight, contract the weight, and resist the weight. So yeah, a lot of people spend just 1 second at the top. They go up, down, up, down. Whereas what I learned from Frank Zane and a lot of old school bodybuilders is that you want to hold it at the top for a couple seconds, 2 to 5 seconds. Trust me, this is gonna be such a paradigm shift when it comes to calf training. If you do this tip, trust me, it's gonna change. These three tips are gonna change your calf training forever. You're gonna have way better calves after you're done watching this video. Trust me. You apply these principles. These are the same principles I've been using for about like 2 years, and a lot of people say, "Oh, dude, how do you get your calves so big?" And I'm a skinny dude. I mean, I'm 173 pounds, and I think I'm skinny. But a lot of people are like, "Damn, you got big legs, dude." They're like, "Your calves are juicy too." I'm like, "Yeah," because I've been following tips from like Frank Zane, Arnold, Vince Strana, Mike Menser, old school bodybuilders, right? Because those principles work very well, right? So let's do a quick recap. The first mistake people are doing is that they're not double tapping. That double tap will help you get more elevation on your toes. You want to get like a ballerina. I think that's something I learned from Steve Reeves. Getting on as high as your toes like a ballerina. That's why ballerinas have such big calves. Tip number 2, full range of motion. It is absolutely necessary to go all the way down till your heels touch the floor. That's a little bit exaggerated, and all the way at the top like a ballerina. That's absolutely necessary. Always practice good form, full range of motion. And the last one, you got to do the 2 to 5 second squeeze. That time under tension is what's going to get those calves burning. Your calves should be on fire when you're training them, okay? That's something I learned from Frank Zane. All right, so yeah, those are some really good tips. I hope you guys apply those, and I would like to hear your progress or how you feel about these tips. Just leave a comment right now. I want to know what you guys think about these tips. Do you feel like they were helpful? Because I made a post on my Instagram on this. I made a post just like this, but in text form. And a lot of people really enjoyed it. They're like, dude, these were gold, man. Like, a lot of people even saved it. A lot of people commented. That was like probably one of my most engaged posts that of this style. And yeah, they really enjoyed it. So if you really enjoyed this, leave a comment, give it a like, share it with somebody who has small calves. With that being said, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. I'm Old School Dan. I'm gone. Peace.